like. Cast the last game alone. So yeah. On the left, now we've got Team Spin to Win, who took a heavy hit on that first game. They were just punched deeply into the bot lane. And the second game is going. It started right away. Now, players don't have time because they want blood. We'll see how the blue team is Team Spin to Win, how they will respond to the aggression from the purple team, especially that really strong bot lane that Graves plus Vel'Koz, that was so good. And it seems like the bans will be the same, Warwick and Zyra. We've got Nidalee on the purple team, maybe some changes. If I remember well, it was Nidalee, Rek'Sai and Gnar on the right. We still have Rek'Sai, we have Malphite now. So that's a slight change. We've got Nasus for the purple team. The blue team will be able to first pick the first champion. And will we see any changes from the blue team? They will have to think about that composition really in depth now that they know what the purple team can do. We've got a first pick Caitlyn, which will be a little safer than Kalista because of her range. We've got a Vi plus Garen instant pick. Vi plus Graves. That sounds good. Vi locked. Graves did a so good impression in the first game, so sounds like a good plan to take him again. But now he'll be against a Caitlyn, so that might not be the same. Will the purple team also take Vel'Koz on Peppermint Tea? We'll see. But indeed, the Grave is locked. It is locked. So, respawn for the blue team. The purple team is definitely saying we will take the same team composition and play it the same way. So, what will be the blue team's reaction? They had a really late game composition beforehand and they were not able to place to play where they had to play safely and make sure the game goes long. They might have to change their composition to make sure they are not that late game, and no, they are going for the same characters. They're going for Rammus, which was very good. We have to say it was really good in the last game. Maybe one or two things to enhance, for example, the taunt in one of the fights who went on the support and not on an AD carry. But anyway, Morgana, really good. Rammus, really good. I think they will change the two remaining picks. Hopefully, they will have to because they won't have Nasus. But will they take Swain back too? Beyond the Void UK is going for Renekton to be a little more aggressive than Malphite because Malphite was banned. Renekton was banned before. It was the third one, the Warwick, Zyra and Renekton. They took Malphite, and now Warwick, Zyra and Malphite are banned. They take Renekton, which is quite understandable. So the first game, Worth won the game quite easily. 35 minutes. They took a long time, but in the end, they dominated the whole game. We'll see the two remaining picks for the blue team. Blue team is Team Spin to Win. And hello, Mayra Bloodlove in the chat. So Diana, Red Mantis is thinking. I would really love to see a Teemo here. Teemo, right? Quite good. Because it will force the purple team to change their habit and not go for double AD against the Teemo plus Rammus. That's really hard. Really hard. Teemo is definitely really good when there's AD-centric teams. Especially with two AD carries. But Jace Jace? Is it the Jace? It's a Jasonings and a Zeratician. A Zeratician? That's good. That's really nice. We've got a great potential when it comes to engage and a lot of poke in the blue team. The purple team has to be quite questioning here. Just asking, yeah, do we have the right... We've got a good composition, we know we won with it, but do we have a good composition against that heavy of a poke team? We will see. Last character for the purple team will be... I turn the sound up a little bit. As I turn the second shenanigan here. Lux. Oh, Lux. Oh, what? Oh, Lux. Oh, what? Ew. So we'll have Lux on Taylor JD13. Interesting. We've got similar purples between similar rules between Lux and Ezreal, but she won't be as useful when it comes to applying damage on towers, but she will be able to push as well as and maybe better than Ezreal. The purple team relies on the same mechanics here, and hopefully the blue team's bot lane will have a better time, a better early game. On the blue team's side, we definitely switched from a very late game composition in the first game with Nasus and Swain, that kind of tankiness but slowness and steadiness that wins late games but not early games. And here we see that we've got a really poke heavy composition that can withstand sieges that can be applied by purple team. That might be interesting. That might be interesting. We'll see. We'll see. From what I can see, just the blue team is made to hold the purple team's pressure, if able, and then replicate and take advantage of Enfresher's mobility and crowd control, especially. Also, Roku's binding. We've got Zerat's binding and mobility from Jace. A good combo with Jace and Rammus, of course, with the kind of force field from Jace accelerating Rammus. It's quite nice. So we'll see. I would really like to see who's gonna pull ahead. If we go through each individual matchups, we know the matchup bot lane, and hopefully Caitlyn will Legendary Map will have a better time on Caitlyn than on Kalista, but it's the same matchup, so I think the purple team is still ahead because they were so ahead in the first game. Maybe the blue team will, maybe Enfresher with force ganks early on the bot lane, but it's really hard to gank Graves. It's really tanky even early. Top lane, we've got a Jace against a Renekton, so Jace has... As he can be a ranged character, he might be a little ahead, we'll see. I really don't know anything more about the matchup. In the mid lane, we've got Zerat against Lux. Lux with Ghost. Wow. And Zerat with Barrier. Christmas Panda might not be that... confident against a Vi, especially a Vi. It ganks really strong, so we'll see. Lux versus Zerat is just poke versus poke. Who will poke better than the other? Taylor will be able to take advantage of the slow casting of Xerath to apply bindings, auto attack, lumen auto attack. So the trade might not be at all in favor of Xerath, even if I think he might have a slight advantage of range, and it's not really significant anyway. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Skin War is being won by the blue team here with a wonderful Arctic Warfare Caitlyn and a Blackthorn Morgana, who were already picked beforehand. Especially Morgana. Morgana was picked beforehand. And we've got a Great Blood Fury Renekton on Beyond the Void UK. Hope you guys enjoy the games in this cup. Hope you like the streams. Give me feedbacks if you've been on stream before with other casters. Do not hesitate, because I'm managing the casters in this opus. So give me all the feedbacks you want, and we're in the game. We're back in the game, breaking hearts again. For all the airborne fans like me, in the bottom left corner we've got the blue team who lost the first game, but now they come back with another composition. And we'll see if they just choke or not, because they were quite heavily stomped in the first game. Is the team spin to win? And in the top right corner we've got the purple team who's regrouped here, and maybe we'll try some holy shenanigans. It's a team we know a lot about, because they are not new at all in the cup, and they will invade the team Worth. They are going for something again with blues. Okay, that warding, the binding. The purple team is going for the red buff, or just maybe just warding. Yeah, some heavy and deep warding. Is the Worth dominated the first game? Yes, they did. And the hashtag Worth. Yes. The purple team just stay there. Oh, rock. Oh, Lablo is going in aggressively. Some miscommunication here. Got the binding on Lablo. Oh, it won't be enough. So much great skill shots from the blue team. The blue team is countering here with Beyond the Void UK, who is taking some heavy hits. That early invade kind of backfired on the purple team's side. Oh, the purple team might take the blue team's red buff here. Yes, indeed, it will be the case. So by taking the blue buff, we have the blue team's buff here. Red buff on the blue team. Yeah. And we'll do the matchups. Matchup here, matchup here, matchup. Yeah. Matchup. Yes. Here we go. So Legendary Mech has more range now. But yeah, as you can see, Peppermint is quite accurate when it comes to queuing. Red Matisse seems like he knows what he does with Chase. Wow, so much damage in the other UK here. Great binding from Raku. And the blue team is in a better shape. Red Matisse is quite low mana here, but he's applied a lot of damage, even if Beyond the UK has potions. He used one, he's got another in his purse. Dark Solis is going in aggressively on Morgana. Farming wise, we are quite even. Oh, Lux is a little ahead with 8 creeps. That's significant. More precision. Now the General Mech is used to that Q now, hopefully. But anyway, Dark Souls is really precise. He doesn't miss a lot of creeps. We'll see at the 5-minute marks how many creeps there are. Redman is taking a lot of damage here, but he will be able to replicate with damages of his own. Rakyu tanking that Q. Legendary Merc kind of... oh, that double hit on the Q, wow! Yeah, that's something really good with Renekton, you can just go into melee and take a lot of health back with a single cold meat. Renatis trying to replicate, keeping his opponent low. Dark Souls going in aggressively. The heal from Legendary Merc. And both blue team members in the bot lane have low mana. That cube went straight into a minion from Valpo, but anyway, whoa! The stun here from Beyond the Void again. Red Matis is in a world of pain. He might just have to stick to farming here. Legendary Merc missing some creeps here, missing 3. Has to touch the Qs. Air Fresher could have come. But here we got the aggression on Crispus Panda, who is forced to flash, who took the binding and some damage. With some Qs of his own. Great binding from Rakyu, but Rammus is far. I don't understand why Rammus didn't come on that wardless bot lane side. Legendary Merc being CC'd, taking the shield a little late. The binding on the mid lane won't connect. And Graves is still ahead on the farming. A lot of pressure applied from Vel'Koz here, definitely painful. Morgana is definitely not there, has to flash, wow. Out of position completely. Matisse is coming back in top lane. He's got his, he might see a blue deal, a kind of blue deal on, a regular blue deal on Jace. It's quite typical on that character. And Remat is just trying to bump Renekton away when he tries to last hit, but it doesn't work. It doesn't seem to work. Red Metis now can apply some great damage. He might be able to replicate, but Coldemit gives him so much health back, and the stun here from Renekton popping the ultimate, the flash! Wow, will it be enough? Yes, the Coldemit will take the first blood on Jace. Great sequence here from Renekton, just kind of baiting, and it's so tanky of character, Renekton. Wow, the purple team also takes the advantage. Maybe they will take the kill. Lablo is so low, but they might take the purple, the first purple Drake here. Lablo was on the verge of death, but just barely avoided the last ultimate bubble from Zerat, who did a great job defending that Drake. But anyway, first Drake has been taken. Great sequence from the purple team once again here. The purple team's bot lane is less ahead than the previous game, but it's 20 creeps ahead. Mid lane is a little ahead too, and now the top lane is also ahead because of that kill from Beyond the Void. Doing a great job on Renekton. And the 2k lead at 8.5 minutes. Red Knight is going in aggressively, didn't learn anything about his previous death, it seems like, and he applied and pokes a lot. He just took boots. Will we see here so much damage with the Caldomid here? We've got Vi trying to lane gang too, but is it really needed? Will there be the bait? No, Ren Matisse is definitely not to. Oh no, that's the dash with the ultimate that will need a kill for the purple team. Great intervention from Lablo here, just making sure the combo kills. Of course, it's Vi. It's Vi. I totally forgot. It's Vi. It can just cross more than one screen. So much damage here from Taylor. Great combo with the binding auto attack, ultimate auto attack, Lumen auto attack. I would have Lumen first, but anyway, a great combo from Lux. And I'm not playing that, I'm not aiming for doing anything here. So much damage here from the bot lane with the great engage from Graves and the ultimate from Velcros. That bot lane is so aggressive, does so much damage. That's so impressive. That's one of the few bot lanes that would just focus the support first, and it's really risky. Wow. Taylor will just go for that pink ward here. The poke from Velcros is just too much, and Legendary Mark can't handle the pressure. Tableau will take the red buff, and we've got a 33 minions lead for the blue team, for the purple team in the bot lane, and overall a solid 4.5k lead for the purple team at 10.5 minutes. Wow. As we can see, Graves is on 8 pace. All the team is on 7 to 8 pace, so that's really good. Really good farming. Renekton has 2 kills against Jace now. Peppermint going in aggressively once again. So much damage. Oh, the flash from the Ghost of the ultimate from Caitlyn. Wow, that dedication from Peppermint Tea. Wow. You won't die, support. You won't die, AD carry, don't worry. Well, Matt is trying to apply damage. I applied some damage, but pulled away. That combo from Graves didn't connect because of Caitlyn's flash, but she took a lot of damage. A lot of damage. It's really hard to handle. Really hard to handle. I'm surprised we didn't see any Rammus bot lane, knowing that bot lane is so aggressive. We've not seen any early Rammus intervention anywhere. And that I really can't understand from that kind of character. Now that the AD carry from the blue team is not on the tower, the blue team's first tower might go down, and no, it's not the first one, it's the second one, because Renekton took the first tower top lane. And wow! That purple team is just earning money and towers and drakes with such strength and confidence. The Lablo is going in the jungle aggressively against and fresher. He's only level 6. Wow. He's so late. That's why he didn't come. He's so late into the jungling. What did happen? Was he disconnected or something? Wow. That's bad news. The bubble team regroups and will maybe take that soon to come Drake. The Red Knight is taking a lot of damage from beyond the VDK, who will replicate with a speeded Q? A quickened Q. Rocky taking the Q here, absorbing with the black shield. Wow. Dashing stun, dashing golden meat aggressively from the Renekton top lane. The blue team tries to protect the bot fight here. The bot Drake. But it won't. Oh, that was close, but Rocky will fall for that. Christmas Panda tried to snipe that Drake, but it was not efficient enough and no one was killed by that ultimate. 2. They feel really scared. The blue team is definitely knocked and shocked by the performance of the purple team, who is indeed worth, is not an easy client. Yeah, as we can see, Rammus having such a hard time in his jungle here, trying to do something but is denied by the purple team's support. Peppermint. Peppermint is just a nightmare. It's such a nightmare for the blue team. Will Fresher try something he wants? No, he will be just slowed by the Q, and that's enough to take him out. Lux is just pushing heavily the mid tower. She wants that tower, but she will. Whoa! She had to flash to go away from that Roku's binding. He could have dodged that. He could. He just showed a little bit, but it's not that relevant. They've got a solid AK lead. They still have 50% more gold than their opponents. They're taking the red buff here. Graves has the other red buff, so that's quite nasty, yes. Lux slowly but steadily will take that third tower. Catching off guard. Beyond the VDK will just double dash out and maybe come back with a strong cold meat. Doing so much damage on Fresher here. Might be able to take him out. Look at the damage, even if it's a Rammus, and he will take the damage. The ultimate from Vi plus the flash and so much damage from Renekton will be able to take him out. Yeah, Xerath, yeah, take him out. So 2-0 for the purple team here on a weird skirmish, and definitely that Rammus understuff and just can't handle that much of a pressure. The purple team is double pushing mid lane with strong Graves, who will just maybe just take the tower. No, he will go away because of too much damage from Caitlyn, who is not in that bad shape in that game, even if the blue team overall is quite far. Graves will just dash away from that Xerath ultimate. Xerath should have come closer because of the dash from Graves, but anyway, that's a little sad. So much damage! Look at that damage from Vel'Koz on Rammus. Okay. Vel'Koz is also going for the same build, the Frostfang plus Morellonomicon. And yeah, Blue Woozy, it seems like the Worth team will indeed go. And, well, indeed, I think win. I won't predict that too far in advance, but the 10k lead at 19 minutes, 18 minutes and a half. Yeah, that's quite good. That's quite a good score, to say the least. We've got a 7-0, 3 towers to 0. A 10k lead. We will have both Baron and Dragon in 1 minute. And we'll see the next move. Red Mat is still aggressive on Beyond the Void UK. Beyond the Void UK missed the stun here. Red Matisse is really aggressive and sometimes it makes you lose some crit, but he's got a good farming too, so we won't blame him for being for applying that much pressure on Beyond the Void UK, even if he can't find the weakness in the Raptor's armor. So some kind of split pushing. Taylor is going in a little too blind, but wow, that instant kill from Taylor, just wrecking Morgana, and the great slow from Legendary Mech with Lablo's ultimate to take Caitlyn. And Fresher will go aggressively for Grace, but he will just Q and smoke bomb the tattoo away. The purple team, the blue team definitely can't find the weakness in the purple team's composition. The purple team will be able to take the third Drake, which is really important. And they won't be contested at all on this one. The movement. Wow, Beyond the Void UK taking a lot of damage. Indeed. Does he overestimate his potential? Maybe. The ultimate, so much damage. Look at that! Look at that! We might have a double dash and stun call the mid. Beyond you can take the kill! The Jace was full life. Pop the ultimate and let the DPS do the stuff with stuns and call them in to give him more life. That's so impressive. That's bait getting wrecked. Yes, hashtag wrecked. We got the team fight in the bottom lane. So much damage on the Xerath. Heavy amount of AoE. And 80 damage from Graves, from Falcars. If any crowd control hits, it's just the end of one of the blue team's character. The purple team now going for the second bottom turret. The binding went in, look at that! Each time a Lux binding hits, it's just massive damage. Here, a great poke from a Red Mattis. Whoa, Graves going in aggressively, he's being dashed by Red Mattis, but you can dash away from the fight too. And Fresher tries to come and apply some pressure, but he's really late. He's level 9 only, with not a lot of health. Look at that spell cost damage applied slowly but steadily on the jungler. Xerath tries to lower the purple team's health, but it's not really efficient. And now we have the poke from the blue team. Look at that. The purple team has to be careful because we've got a lot of damage on the blue side too. Here, look at that, the sniping will be enough. Wow, the counter engage from Lablo, really good. The ultimate from Christmas Mana taking so much damage. The ultimate will take Xerath out of the fight. Excellent management from the purple team. Look at that bait. Jace got bait by Renekton top lane. He got bait by the purple team, the rest of the purple team bot lane with that impressive Lablo. Excellent. The purple team really confident here, and we'll have Legendary Mech falling really easily to Renekton, to a 5-0 Renekton. Roku will take fire and storm and tidal waves and the shenanigans on the head, so he will die and hit the grave quite heavily once again. 17-0, 20k lead. We're about to hit the 20k lead and we're not even at the 25-minute mark. That's quite of a heavy storm here for the sad Team Spin to win. and Blue was all saying that's worse than our first games against MK20. We got so great teams in that cup. And we are not even in the high score on the group stage, actually. We're not talking about Poromatics or Oasis ID not set, which are the two best teams actually in the competition in terms of scoring. We've got Please Surrender also, who's got 4 out of 4 games won. I won't say these are outsiders, but these are definitely not the teams with the highest score in the competition, so bear with me, the competition will have a lot of great gameplay. Look at Peppermint really aggressively ultimating here. Lablo coming in aggressively, Trollq tries to ultimate but won't be able to finish everything. It will flash but will be caught by Lablo and destroyed by the Iron Fist of Vi. Peppermint tries to go around and maybe apply some pressure once again, hitting and Fresher, the armor tank, taking so much magic damage here. Enormous game from the purple team, who will go aggressively. Look at the flash from and Fresher, but Beyond the UK just says, I don't care, I want to go in. I've got great blades, a great Soul Blade, I want to do something with it. Beyond the Void UK has to flash, taking a lot of poke damage from the Xerath ultimate, and Red Matches, who will just stop and get poked by Peppermint Tea. That poke, it's so legendary. Lux try to snipe the low health rocket, but it won't be enough. And Fresher will just meet that binding, which will hand the chase. And wow, we hit the 20k lead. Oh no, that's not something you want to do. Will it be enough? No, they miss kill shot, and Fresher will be able to Dark Soloist will be able to take and Fresher's life on this one. Anyway, he had a great bounty on his head, so it's 474 gold, 1 for the killer, which is not bad. The first kill for the blue team on Jace. It's the comeback! It's the comeback! No, I don't think so. And it's the fourth Drake with the pushing tower buff on the purple team. I think they needed some kind of buff because they're a little behind. Here we can see that Beyond the UK is taking Fire and Storm and stuff from the blue team. He will go down eventually after many ultimates and mana spent and so much pain applied on a little crocodile. But anyway, he died. Eventually. As the blue team, the purple team, tries to push mid lane, it seems like. They're gathering Vice at the fountain. Graves is just wandering. He didn't learn the lesson. He died in that part of the jungle, but he's going back there. The comebacks are real, boys. Yeah, no. Sorry. I don't think we'll see a comeback in this game. We've got a 5-0 Vine, a 3-0 Lux, a 4-1 Graves, a 2-1 Vel'Koz, and a 5-1 Renekton. We've got 19 kills. Look at that damage! Look at that damage applied in just several shots or skill shot or something like that. Wow. And they are 4 versus 5. Renekton is still pushing top lane. Has a split pusher. Hopefully they can apply some poke. but they won't have the time they need. Because Beyond the Void UK is pushing. It's kind of a slow strategy to poke, and they don't have time to. They take a lot of damage anyway, but they take Xerath's life here. The heal will help. Rammus won't be able to go in. They have to defend against Renekton. They get split push like crazy. Renekton took the first inhibitor. He will just go to the mid lane or maybe come back by the top lane. He engaged in the bot lane. Vi is going down in the end, but the purple team took the tower. Yeah, as you can see, Renekton is just continuing the split push, going mid lane now. It will be a little harder because the lanes are closer together. Bots and mid lane, but the top lane will just push for the purple team. And it will naturally control the Baron too, which is now a good option at this stage of the game at 30 minutes. Red Matisse has to do something. He's the only white in is the one in the best shape amongst the team. Graves just has 2 more items than Caitlyn. If you want to have a comparison. And yeah, the purple team now is trying to control the Baron, and they will just engage him. With only 4 members, they just don't give an S, and they will just take the Baron Nashor like that, like it was nothing. So, that Vel'Koz. Will that Vel'Koz do something really cool, like, I don't know, Magi, or... really like a Magi on that Vel'Koz, on that 2-0 Vel'Koz. He can have a lot of kills and assists. And kapow. We are still on a 20k lead, the game is just going on and on and on. Will we see a remake of the first game where we know they win, but they win slowly but steadily? This time they might take the 5th with Drake. And a great poke on Graves, but it's so tanky. Graves is one of the tankiest AD carries out there. Yes, Rammus is in a really bad shape, as you can see. Thanks, Schnetty. He doesn't have his jungle item completed, so we'll see. You can see he takes so much damage. He has to flash the ultimate from Lux. One of the Xerath's ultimate hit will go to Graves. Graves taking a lot of damage, but he's really well protected by his team, especially by Vi. Renekton will do the 5th dragon solo, and here's the glowing. Here's the holy glowing of death. Dragon plus 5th dragon buff is the end. It's the ending of this game right now. Now the team regroups. No, don't tell me just take that tower. Yeah, with an ultimate. With a Renekton ultimate, why not? It's possible. Oh, okay, Graves stays. Look at that damage from Peppermint, who's just a support, does so much damage, but the blue team does a lot of great damage here. We've got Beyond of ADK going down, Ram is going down. Whoa! And the fight just turns around so quickly, and the blue team just get wrecked by, I don't know why, but maybe the lead of the purple team. And this is what we call a game. We will see the turrets being destroyed by the purple team here, I hope, because we know it's a win. The tower, and now it's the Nexus for the win, and GG. It's a 2-0 for Wolf, who storms the games. Great job, guys.